it's me again. It's Tuesday and it is a beautiful day in sunny Portland, Oregon. Almost never sunny in Portland, Oregon. I am coming to you today because I have had a lot of questions about 1031 exchanges. So short and long of it is a 1031 exchange is a way to sell an investment property, not pay capital gains taxes on it, and buy another investment property. There are a million, and I'm not even exaggerating, rules about doing this. So it's super important that you talk to a CPA and an exchanger. I have people that are both great at that you would want to talk to. But there are a couple of very simple rules that you should know. If you're selling a 5-plex or a 30-plex or a 100-plex, you can exchange into a land, a property, like a house, or another 100-plex or 10-plex or 5-plex, like property for like property. And that pretty much just means any real estate. You cannot live in it. It has to be an investment property when you sell it and an investment property that you purchase. But that gives you the advantage of avoiding a huge amount of capital gains tax. So the federal capital gains tax is 15% at least. And then the Oregon has a capital gains tax as well. That's 9%. So, if you make even just, let's make the numbers easy, $100,000 on a sale, you're going to pay $24,000 in capital gains taxes. And that actually is probably way more because there's a bunch of other things you have to recapture. Anyways, long story short, if you have an investment property, you should talk to an agent that actually knows and has done this before you sell it. Because the other big thing that you need to know is if you put it into contract, say you're selling your 4-plex, and you were like, maybe I do, maybe I don't know. And then you close. If that money comes anywhere close to your hands, you cannot exchange. So it's a big deal. I've had people call me 2 days before closing, and it's a nightmare, but we can make it happen. But don't let it close because you can't turn back the clock. There's a bunch of other things that you need to know, but really if you're an investor, and that could be just hey, I bought a house when I was single, and then me and my partner, we bought a second house together, and then we made my first house a rental, which happens. And then I want to sell it a few years down the road. You need to call me because you might have some serious tax repercussions that you didn't consider. And it might make sense for you to become a landlord, like a real one, not just on a single family home, but with multiple properties. This stuff gets super complicated, guys. I'm happy to talk you through it. It's the IRS, so tax law is very hard to understand. But I am happy to chat with you and give you resources of people that can help. So I hope you enjoy the sun today, and I will look forward to talking to you next Tuesday. Take care.